State of Texas versus Priscilla Para.
Ready, Your Honor.
All right.
I went over everything with her again and she seems to understand.
Okay. All right, Ms. Para.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's anything that you don't understand or you have a confusion about something, let me know. And there's no need to have any fear of letting me know that you don't understand something. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
See,
So where we left off, do you understand that if you want a jury trial, which would mean there would be 12 people sitting, hearing all of the evidence or witnesses' testimony. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you want a jury trial?
No, ma'am.
All right. Do you understand the rights that I've talked to you about?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you understand that by entering this plea bargain agreement, you are giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
All right. Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your probation were revoked, then the court could sentence you up to 10 years in prison?
Yes, I understand.
All right. Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
yes, she has, and we're pleading nolo contendere, Your Honor.
All right. Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I believe she does, and she has assisted me.
All right. Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe she was.
All right. Ms. Parra, has anyone threatened you or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the bargain that you have with the state?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. According to that, there's a $1,500 fine. The state is asking that I grant your application for deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration county court cause number 734347. There's going to be restitution, money you have to pay for any damages, and 734347 to the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Defense, is that the agreement?
That's our agreement. We're pleading nolo contendere, and I explained to her that $750 restitution, if she has it and she's working within those 2 years, she has to pay it.
All right. State, is that the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney?
That's the one where if she
The one where I signed it
sends,
twice?
yes, you cited twice. There
Okay,
you
yes,
go.
ma'am.
All right. Did you understand by signing that you will not be able to appeal this case unless there have been pretrial motions that your attorney has filed or you have filed, and that I've heard those and made a decision about those? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Have there been any such
There has
motion?
been no motions filed, Your Honor.
All right. Outside the agreement, the state is asking that you be placed on 2 years deferred adjudication, and there be 120 hours of community service restitution, which is volunteer work, and that there be a TAP evaluation, and that's to see if you have any drug issues. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So that's what they're recommending. I don't have to do that. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense as charged, what plea are you entering?
No contest.
All right. State, do you have any evidence to support her plea?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you review this document?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And state, you may be excused. And did you understand that that document has police reports? So instead of calling witnesses, the state is just giving me things that they've said, and it's in this document. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you understand that you can make the state and tell the state, hey, I want you to bring somebody in, a witness or a person, to say what happened. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. But because you're entering this plea bargain agreement, they're not going to bring that person. Do you understand?
Okay, thanks. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Sorry. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, no problem. Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, what is the charge in clause number 734347?
The county court case,
Yes.
that's malicious mischief, breaking squad car light.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't have that in this police report.
Right, that's what we're gonna take into consideration, but
All right.
I'm gonna run to county court 5.
All right. Court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court is not going to find you guilty. The court will defer that because you've applied for deferred adjudication. I'm going to place you on deferred adjudication.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Do you have any children?
Yes,
What are their ages?
5, 8, and 11.
All right. And who are they residing with? Where are they living?
I gave them up for adoption.
Okay.
I have requested that she apply for Haven for Hope, and I'm also need to tell the probation department to make sure that they write down the address and the directions to any meetings for probation. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you will then report every time. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. This is what the court will do. There is to be a $1,500 fine. The court will probate that.
Thank you.
Take in consideration 734347. There's to be restitution in 73437 to the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. 3 years deferred adjudication. I want a referral to felony drug court. That's to be in custody. They do have a dual diagnosis program, so they'll be able to help her with housing and
Okay,
everything else. I don't want her released and she's homeless and she has no place to go.
you understand? You're
Okay.
gonna be working with another government entity, drug unit, to find you a place to live.
Okay.
There's going to be proof of employment or SSI within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And probation, yes?
I'm sorry.
Okay, if she's not accepted into felony drug court, we'll do a TAP evaluation in custody and follow TAP recommendations.
Thank you.
And there should be no unsupervised contact with minors. Probation, I'm unsure about the 120 hours of community service restitution. I don't know if she's able to do that. If for some reason she's unable to do that due to mental health, just let the court know. So there'll be 120 hours of community supervision. There's to be a MIC evaluation. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person, and regular random UAs. And I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month until she has a case manager or is in felony drug court. And if for some reason felony drug court doesn't accept her, or if MIC says that she's not eligible for the program, then I'm going to want a referral for her to the Center for Healthcare Services.
Okay, good.
Probation, is there anything else she needs?
No, I think that's good.
All right, is there anything else you need with help from the court?
Not that I could think of at the second.
I'm sorry?
Not that I could think of at the second.
All right. Did you review this document with your attorney?
Yes.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. If you need anything or you feel there's no one to talk to, you can always come back to the court, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. All right, Priscilla Para.
That's the interpreter's name, so,
And who's the interpreter here for?
that is Munoz.
All right, I'll take that right after I finish with this.
Rojo.
Good morning. So, counsel, where are we?
Yes, Your Honor. Last time when I was placed on this case for Ms. Spada, I know the court had some concerns. We were not able to get a comp eval done because there's no MTR currently present. And she's not currently in trial for a case and she's under the jurisdiction of the court. So I did confer with the probation department and did reference their mental health reports as well as the supplemental report from DDRF, Your Honor. And speaking over my clients, we talked about possible outcomes of the court's determination here. My client wanted to respectfully request time served. She stated she'd been in custody some time. She feels like she can be contributing member of the community. And if she has issues, she said she can check herself into Laurel Ridge or San Antonio Behavioral Health. But she wanted me to express her wishes in terms of asking for time served. I explained to her, since she's on probation, deferred adjudication, it would be along the lines of a motion to terminate, just to totally relinquish her of her duties to the court of community supervision. But I told her also, the judge, the honorable court will weigh everything and make a just decision regarding potential options.
All right, so this is where we are. And who's the prosecutor on this case? It's Para.
I think there was Andrew earlier. What is it?
And probation, if you can come forward as well. So this case is very, very difficult. She was placed in DDRF. DDRF said they are unable to help her because she was consuming certain items. And they said that that placement is not appropriate. I always tell people DDRF, you have to hit it at the exact spot. And they're saying they can't address the issues that she has, and all of these are mental health issues. So should she be going to prison for this? No. But it's a matter of what do we do? And there is no other placement. I mean, there are some drug issues that were there before, but I don't even think felony drug court would accept her. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge. If that's correct, Judge.
So felony drug court won't accept her. They have a dual diagnosis program. DDRF will not accept her. She was in DDRF, but they couldn't stop her from consuming the items that she was consuming, which is a danger to her as well as a danger to the status of the facility.
She's on probation right now, but I mean, I've never dealt with it. There's a viewing whether she's competent at this particular moment.
Oh, this is where we are on that. They won't even evaluate her for competency because they say that there's no motion to revoke pending. Now, I could try to, if there are no objections, I could call a doctor who's normally on that rotation list and to see if they would do it, or counsel, if you would like, if you file a motion to ask for an expert to evaluate her, I'll sign off on the expert and then maybe one of the doctors there would see her.
Yes, I don't mind doing that. I reached out to one of the physicians and he stated I needed to go through the Office of Court Administration. So I think he was thinking along the lines of competency evaluation, not just a psychological evaluation. But I don't mind reaching out to others to see if they would entertain the defense experts, getting a better, clear picture about her psychological state, Judge. If the court wants more information to make an informed decision.
Let me see something. Let me see if this doctor will pick up just a moment.
Okay, yes, sir.
Because I would hate for us to release her. Let's see. Let me call another one. Just one moment. Because I know sometimes they're doing their evaluations in the morning.
Oh, yes, true, Your Honor.
If I can't reach them this morning, I know they'll call me back this afternoon. If you're available, if you want to recall her for the afternoon, we can.
And that's fine, Your Honor. That gives me time to do the, I guess I can do the motion and then we can write in which doctor it would be.
Yes. Yes, they're on rounds. So what I'll do is, and I'm assuming there's no objection to the court reaching out to doctors.
No, Your Honor, no objection
All
whatsoever.
right, so what I'll do is, they've just reached out and touched me. Okay. Hello? Yes. Renee, Vashon, if you have a seat in the box, we'll be right back with you. Yes.
Let's get the facts straight. She loves a verbal ashtray. Never blowing smoke when she gets pissed. She's quick to castrate. Love her on a good day, love her on a bad day. Either way, she's here to stay, stay, stay. Call up holy, 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 holy,